We're in today with the nicest video card from Nvidia, the GTX 690. This is a 2012 video card with 1536 shaders. It's got 2 GB of VRAM GDDR5, 915 MHz on the core clock and 1502 MHz on the memory clock with 256 bits bus width. We're gonna pair it up with this Intel Xeon E5 2699 V4 with 22 cores and 44 threads. I'm gonna see how this Quad SLI is holding. This is going to be a very interesting setup, seriously, to see how it's performing. Nevertheless, let's jump in a couple of games and see how it holds. We're starting with the best game that is managing to put a lot of wattage in my computer. It's Mad Max. Look at this, 700 watts consumption in Quad SLI, 2 GTX 690s. Now in this game, apparently, I put everything on high details, not the highest, very high, and it looks and it runs fantastic. Now, in this situation, you can clearly see that the system is doing a fantastic job, but at the same time, I'm trying to figure out how to push this system at maximum with this CPU. In this case, there is no problem on the CPU side. There is no problem on the memory side of the system. You can clearly see that nothing is wrong there at the moment with 41 degrees on the CPU temperature and 720 watts consumption. I mean, come on. Seriously, this is freaking awesome. That wattage is because of the video cards. On the GPU side, you can clearly see that it's doing a fantastic work. Nearly 90% load on the cores, 93 on the video card, 94. Oh, okay. I put a fan in the back. I turned the air conditioning on lowest temperature, turn it on maximum, but apparently 82, 83 degrees is the best thing I can do. Damn, Daniel, this 84. So yes, this game it's utilizing this video card, this setup at maximum. So I'm 100% sure you can, yeah, it will be very ideal to use VSync in order to not stress it like this, you know. But I just wanted to show you how it looks, you know. So in this case, you can clearly see it's utilizing 750 watts consumption. It's pushing the video card. It's trying its best to hold it down, 85, 86. But apparently the numbers are getting there seriously to 90 degrees. Here is much better. You know why? Because even though I have 200, 300 FPS in some cases, it's hundreds of FPS overall. The system it's not brutalized here with so much temperature in the GPU that it can bake a cookie, you know. I just wanted to see how the performance here is with this game, because this is a fantastic game if I want to play in SLI and in Crossfire. Quad SLI is a fantastic thing in some games that are actually supported, but clearly see that it's a fantastic performance overall. I put a new thermal paste on the video card, but maybe I need an efficient one. Dude, this is my hammer. You plonker, you think you can do something with my hammer? Look at the size of my hammer. No. Yeah, take it. Can't touch this. No. MC hammer. But if we're jumping in Metro with this computer, look at this. This is a fantastic performance in the game. It's working really nice with maximum details, 1080p. This is the best quality that you can get in Metro. I mean, it looks fantastic. Can't say nothing about this. In this situation, I will limit the FPS, not to stress the video cards with this amount of FPS because it's not needed. But if you do want to play this game, I think with 60 FPS it's fantastic, you know. In this case, you can clearly see it's doing the job. The video card has got 2 GB of VRAM available, and it's utilizing only 1.5 GB of VRAM. But yeah, the wattage says everything. Seriously, nearly 700 watts consumption. I mean, the game looks fantastic, it runs fantastic, SLI is perfect, you know. But yeah, the only downside in this situation is the temperature. But if we're jumping in Batman here, you can clearly see it's lagging. I'm not gonna lie, this is very interesting to see this type of performance. I got Quad SLI here with this video card, and I put everything on maximum. It looks and it runs very interesting because don't believe that it's lagging. Seriously, 17 FPS. I think I activated something in the menu that makes this whole thing go bad. Seriously, I think I know the problem. Physics on the CPU. Okay, auto select. I put now on maximum physics, anti-aliasing on maximum, everything is maximum, yeah? All right, let's try now. Okay, so it's working really nice now. I got like 900 megabytes of VRAM utilization, 30% load. That's how it needs to work, seriously. If you want to play the game, you know, and you have a GTX 690, it will work perfectly, you know. It's gonna use only half of the VRAM in this occasion. You can clearly see it's fantastic, you know, but the core is not maxed out. Even on maximum details, everything is good with it. 370 watts consumption. Come on, this is nothing, you know, for this game. I just poorly arranged the settings there. So yes, I like it. I like this type of performance. I said I want to go and play some Call of Duty here for you so I can show you how the game is performing. Clearly see that this is a fantastic performance from the game. Oh no, look at that. Look at him, look at him. Imagine the plonker is not in the game. You get with maximum details, you get 70 FPS on average and 2000 megabytes of VRAM utilization. The core is decently loaded, you know, 40-50% load, 50 degrees. I actually like it, but some cores are not utilized at maximum. Please understand why I'm sitting in the corner. No. It's working really nice, you know. You can clearly see that the GPUs are doing fantastic. On the system side, I got 12 gig of system RAM being utilized here with 10% load on the CPU. And you know what? I will take this hacker so it can test my CPU and my GPU. I will use this as a benchmark post, you know. JJ. The fucker said JJ. But if we're jumping in Battlefield 1 with maximum details, look at this. It looks fantastic. It looks gorgeous. Oh yeah, definitely the right game to play on this. Oh, it looks so fantastic. I wanna shoot in here randomly. Give away my position. No. I like it. Look at this. 600 watts consumption from this. Maximum VRAM utilization. The game is utilizing the resource from this computer properly. And I like it. I like this type of game that is using this Quad SLI. 60-70% load on the cores. That's actually good. 71 degrees going up, but hopefully it's holding with my air conditioning because it's a big map, a lot of details, but apparently the heat will come with this type of settings, considering the amount of FPS I get, you know. So there is a wattage consumption here. That means heat. And yeah, definitely I need to pay attention. The cores or maximum speed, apparently everything is good in that situation, and I like it. The system itself is using 12 gig of system RAM, actually good, and yeah, 34 degrees, 34 degrees on this. I mean, the CPU stays cool, but can't say nothing bad about this computer, about the CPU, because it's a fantastic CPU, and it's doing the job properly in this case. Does it run CRYSIS on maximum quality? You can actually see it's utilizing 460 watts. With 1.7 gig of VRAM utilization. It's offering me hundreds of FPS, good MS, 10 MS. In this case, you can clearly see that the game is utilizing the Quad SLI perfectly. If you use the new CRYSIS, nothing. The old one is better, seriously, because it allows me to use multiple cores in the game. So yes, I like it. I like this performance here from this game. On the core side, you can see that is using 50%, nearly to 60% load on the cores. Maximum frequency, aside from the second one, that is 993 megahertz. It's okay, you know, it doesn't matter. It came back. Sorry, I changed my mind. He was just a slow core. So yes, overall performance is great. The system, yeah, zero problems. Look at it, 5.8 gig of system RAM use and not even 10% load on the CPU. Come on. Today I want to test GTA 5 because of the comment section. It recommended me to disable some cores so I can get higher frequency in order to make this game work better. So today I have an idea. You know, so I put everything on normal details. Will hear me out, yeah, nothing fancy, everything is on normal. I don't want to force the video cards, I just want them to be as normal as possible, because I want the CPU to have problems. This is first time for me, so I will try it now. All right, so for the purpose of the test, I'm going to come in story mode because I don't want to wait half an hour in order for online to load. So I will come here to see if it's got any difference. In this situation, you can clearly see it's got nice performance. The video cards are not being utilized, only 50% load on the cores, 1.4 gig of VRAM. So ideal will be to put a little more detail, but I don't want to stress impress them. You know, I think it's actually fantastic, this type of performance that the video cards offers me in this opportunity, with 170 FPS on average with 5-6 ms. So I like this type of performance. I think if it's let's see if it's dropping to below 100 FPS, 100, no, 150, 149. You know, that's a good number that I can see here. I got 12 cores disable. So if I take 12 cores disable, then you get like, what's 10 cores? All right, let's see. 10 cores, 10 threads. But the problem is with 10 cores, I don't get more frequency here. The only time I get more frequency on boost is if I disable 14 cores, so I can get 8 cores left and 16 threads, you know. But clearly see that is the same performance, 160, 70, the same FPS I got here, you know. So yeah, so I got 2 from here and 4 existing. So I disable all of them aside from 2, so I can get 6. I got 6 cores here with 3.1 gig on the CPU. One thing though, I really see the difference is the wattage, nearly 428. It goes up to 420 watts consumption, but overall performance, it's yeah, it's okay in this case. Drops below 400, but is doing fantastic. The GPUs have no problem here. You can clearly see that they are not struggling. 1.3 gig of VRAM, 900 megahertz on the core of the video cards. Okay, 30-40% load on the video card, 7.3 gig of system RAM. Now I can see the CPU around 60%. And now with 3.1 gig on the core, you can clearly see it stays around 160 FPS. The only thing I'm happy, it's about the power consumption here, seriously. I mean, the CPU managed to put a couple of watts down and that's it. It will be a very nice test to see with the more powerful video card. That's it. Okay, so first off, let's start with the GTX 690. I do not recommend 2 GTX 690 in Quad SLI. I recommend one GTX 690 if it's possible to get one with Accelero twin turbo coolers. Will be fantastic because they are on the market and you can put them on and they will make your video card really cool. Instead of that Founders Edition, because they are, you manage to see how hot they are becoming, even with new thermal paste. 590 and 690 are very nice, one single card. You know, I do not recommend 2 video cards like this in Quad SLI, but all depends on your power supply. You manage to see that today that the video cards are eating a lot of wattage. Even this one too. So you'll end up with a 1.2 or 1.5 kilowatts power supply in order to push 2 video cards like this. So hence why one, it's enough. Another reason why it's not good to have Quad SLI is the mainboard. I think in order to benefit from the video cards, in order to benefit from the lanes, in order to power up the cards, you need a proper mainboard in order to utilize them. But do remember, a good mainboard is more expensive maybe than the card itself. Regardless, I like the Quad SLI, how it performed today. It's a very fantastic setup, but like I said, I recommend only one video card like this, not 2. You know, and for the CPU, I'm actually impressed seriously how it's performing. If you have any suggestion, leave a comment and I will see you very soon.